it's me, TCG, the card girl, and you join me today for a Beckett submission video. I wasn't planning on doing another Beckett grading submission, but as you can see from this selection, I've changed my mind. It's because the Subcenter who I do all my grading through, not sponsored at all, just a big fan of them. They've got a special pre-Christmas deal with Beckett. So in the past, grading a single card with Beckett was £25, then the price dropped to £20, and now they had a special deal up to the 19th of December that it was only £15 a card. And so I figured, as I have quite a lot of cards, more here, more not pictured here, that I want to grade with Beckett, I figured I would take the plunge, jump on it, and take advantage of the special price they've got going on, because, you know, when you're sending off 10, 12, 14 cards, that £5 saving per card really does add up. So as you can see, it's another eclectic mix from me here. So what I'm going to do is gently pop these away and we'll start going through them. And let's get started with a little selection of a one piece. So let's go with Rebecca here first. I absolutely adore this card. I think it's absolutely glorious. I think the art's simply stunning. It's the detail, the energy. It's, you know, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely one of my favorite cards. I think it looks fantastic. So kind of self-explanatory why I want to get this one graded. Then we have Nami, everyone's favorite. Everyone loves a bit of Nami. Can't go wrong with Nami. And I think this one is gorgeous. I love the background. I have a few of the cards with this style of background. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. And it's cheeky Nami. So I think that's a fantastic looking card. Yeah. Very, very keen to get this one graded. Fingers crossed for a good grade. And then the big one piece card that I've got is the one I like to call Armpit Nami. As you can see, why this is a pretty big hitter. I got this one raw for a decent price. So yeah, I thought, took the plunge on it. It's always expensive. There are a few versions of this, depending on this text. I think there are 2 revisions of this card because they changed the text, they changed the rules on what this card does, and depending on what it says, it can be quite expensive to incredibly expensive. This is the quite expensive one, the kind of the cheapest one. Again, a fantastic card. She looks great. The art, the energy on it is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, very popular card, as you can see why. So yeah, I'm very, very keen to get this one graded as well. So that is my very pretty trio of one piece waifus heading off for grading. So let's get these ladies off screen and head to my next selection, which is, of course, you know, I'm going to have some Dragon Ball, big Dragon Ball fan. Quite a few cards in this hand. So let's start off with Son Gohan Childhood. Yeah, fantastic looking card. Absolutely awesome. I always sound a bit of a stuck record when it comes to Dragon Ball cards because I think the art is so incredible. But it's true. These are some of the best looking trading cards out there, in my opinion. This one looks absolutely fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. There is a little, if you can see down here, I think this is a mark there in that green bottom section that shouldn't be there. So, you know, black label not on the card at all. Might still make a 10, even with that, if the rest of it's good. Fingers crossed it will at least get a gold label. But I think it's an awesome card. So yeah, very happy to get one and keen to get them on off grading. Then we have SS4 Vegeta, Heated Fighting Spirit. So this is a card that I actually wanted to send off before. However, I thought... sorry for that glare. I thought I spotted a crease. Not a crease, but a bend in it when I was investigating it pre-grading last time. So at the last minute, I pulled it out and I replaced it with a different card. I think it was actually a Son Gohan, I reckon. But I figured that it's worth a try. I love the card. It looks fantastic. So I figured I'd give it a shot. I would at least give it a shot. Fingers crossed, it doesn't count against it because it's not like a physical crease. It's ever so slightly a bend in it. We'll take the risk. I'll send it off. We'll see what we get. Expectations are going to be low for this one. I guess 9 would be cool. A gold label would be awesome. But we shall see. I've said in the past, I'm a big fan of kind of limited cards, special event cards. This, I believe, I can't recall exactly. This was from an in-store championship, I think. A year or two ago, I think it was. Son Goku Even Further Beyond. Another awesome card. That Energy Blast, Ki Blast he's building up there. The expression. Yeah, it's a spectacular looking card. So, I was like, I can't let this one languish in my card box. This one definitely wants to get graded. Next we have Bulma the Bunny Girl, a very popular card again. Bulma in her iconic bunny girl outfit. So I actually have this card. I think I've bought it 3 times, and I have it. I think I have the reissues. It was kind of the second edition graded, but then I realised that I actually really want the first edition. I ended up buying it 3 times. So the problem is these hearts are very ignore. Some of this is on the sleeve, so ignore that. But basically, these hearts, the gold on these hearts, is incredibly sensitive to getting scratched. So it's very, very hard to get a perfect surface grade. So that immediately counts against this card, because you can get if you get 9.5, it's a lenient on there being a few scratches on the cards. That's on the hearts rather. That's fine. But anymore, and you're gonna get it knocked down. That's why I kind of should have just bought this in a 10, because it's not that expensive a card. But I'm too deep. I'm in too deep now with 3 raws. So this one was sold as pack fresh. I believe that because pack fresh doesn't mean immaculate. It just means you got a better chance of it being super clean. So all I can do is hope for the best. Fingers crossed. Again, gold label would be great, but I know this surface is tricky, so expectations probably a little lower on that one. Then we have this Bulma the Bunny Girl, as you can see, Championship 2022 card. Quite rare, quite hard to get hold of. Not super expensive to buy raw, but tends to get quite expensive once it's graded. I believe this one was also like straight out of the... Obviously, it's not a pack as such, but basically, it's about as clean as you can get. I think I love this art. I think it looks awesome. And so it'd be great to get 2 gold labels on the 2 Bulmas, especially on this one. As I say, it's quite a rare one. I don't think I've ever seen it on eBay. I got it from somewhere else, and I love it. So fingers crossed for that one. The next one is This card, I should have given up on this card a long time ago. So basically, I've bought this card about, I think, 2 or 3 times. So I have this in 3 or 4 times maybe. I have this in a 9. I've got this in a Beckett 9. But I'd love to see it in, with a gold label. Now, I tried to buy it raw twice. And the problem is that the surface is very, very unforgiving, and this card suffers a lot from printing issues on the back as well, spotting, printing dots. So basically, it's incredibly hard to get a clean one, incredibly hard to get one, that grades well. One arrived with like marks, not just printing errors, but like damage on it. The other one had loads of printing marks that hadn't been, printing dots that hadn't been kind of mentioned. So I was really disappointed in that one. And then I thought I will try and grab this one, Majesty Grading 10. Now, I've never cracked any Majesty Grading slabs. I've done Get Graded, Ace and Pokey Grade, and they've all come back very similar. I'd say Pokey Grade so far has been a 1-to-1. So every grade in Pokey Grade has come back as exactly the same grade with PSA and Beckett. Ace has been up and down. I've had some that have graded higher. I've had some that come back with lower grades. And Get Grading, easy for you to say, Get Graded. Get Graded has been a mixed bag again. Some cards I thought would get 10s or thereabouts came back as 9s, and some cards I thought would stay around a 9 came back as a 10. So there you go. But Majesty Grading I have never tried. I took a chance on it. It wasn't expensive. But I think a 10 is very optimistic from these guys. So I'm quite disappointed. I think that's the centering, as you can see, is very, very bottom heavy. Very bottom heavy. Side, and it's like bottom left heavy there. So and I think there are a few printing dots on it as well. It's hard to tell in the slab, but I feel that 10 was very, very optimistic on the part of MGC, or rather generous, I should say, overly generous 10. So I will be sending this anyway. I think this is going to be the last time I try with this card. I think I'm going to send it, ask the sub-center to crack the slab for me, and then we will see what happens. I've already got this in a 9. If it comes back in a 9, then hey, I've got a 9 that I can sell. If it comes back better, then I've still got 9 I can sell. If it comes back worse, then I'll have the 9 to keep, I guess. And oops, I think I'm going to give up on this one. There was actually a 9.5 not too long ago, Beckett one that I really feel I should have bought, but at that point I think I did this one and bought the raw. I was just like, I think after this it's time to give up on this one. Sorry, God Breaks Suncoke, you look cool, but this is gonna be my last attempt with this card, and then whatever comes back, that's it really. So that is our Dragon Ball selection, and now we move on to a selection of Weiss Schwarz Frühring cards. And the thing is that anyone who follows this channel will know I'm a big Frühring fan. I've opened a lot of Weiss Schwarz boxes. I think the cards look fantastic. The art is gorgeous, and I'm a huge fan of Frühring, of the manga and the anime. So I only sent one card previously, which came back as a 9.5. But now we're going to have a go with this stunning quintet. So let's start off with this one, which is a sleepy Frühring. She's always falling asleep. This is a promo from Japan. So yeah, when I came across this one, on eBay, I knew I had to get my hands on it. Very, very, very pretty card indeed. Then we've got the first of the 4 signature cards that I've got, the gold foil signature cards. This is Aura, the Guillotine. Awesome background on this, as you can see. And yeah, it's got the VA's signature in gold. Very, very, very cool card. The character is very evil, but kind of badass. So yeah, that's another look at the rainbow effect. Oh, absolutely stunning card there. This is Seri. Again, the signature VA card. Not maybe my favourite card or my favourite character, but I had the chance to grab this one at a decent price, pretty good price, and I kind of couldn't say no. So that one there. Then we've got, I believe it's called Winter Outfit Frieren, I think. Yeah, it's basically winter clothing, winter outfit Frieren. Very, very, very cute card. She's got her little bag of apples there. Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's very, very cute. It's very in character for her. So extremely pretty. Really like this one a lot indeed. And finally, the biggest one of this lot, which is Frieren. I believe it's called, I think it's Frieren My Favourite Magic, I think is the name of the card. Or My Favourite Spell. And her favourite spell is to make a field of flowers appear. And as you can see, that's exactly what she's got going on there around her. Beautiful field of flowers. And she's even got the flower crown there as well. Absolutely gorgeous card. Quite an expensive one. It's all relative, but yeah, this one's definitely a little more expensive, and one that I managed to get for a pretty good price, so I'm happy about that. I'd love to see all these in gold labels, especially the two top signature Frierens. I'd love to see 10s as well. The last Frieren I sent off was a 9.5, which was cool, but yeah, I think I'd just love to see a 10, and what beautiful, absolutely beautiful card. So let's gather all these up together in some kind of semblance of organization and presentation. I'll be back with you in a second. And there we have it. I've done my best. There are a lot of cards, so it's a little messy, but I've tried as best as I could. And it's quite an eclectic mix of extremely pretty cards across the board. I mean, perhaps Gohan wouldn't appreciate being called pretty, but it's certainly an awesome looking card there. And all the waifus are absolutely stunning. So we've got 14 cards in this lineup in total. I'm not 100% sure if all of these will be going. I'm pretty certain. I am going to double check all these before I place my order. I'd like to do all of them. I think the only thing that might stop me is if there's one that's clearly in bad condition and would not grade well. However, I have already checked them when they arrived, and they all look pretty good, as I said. There's one or two where I spotted a few bits and pieces here that I'm aware of, and kind of anticipating that might affect the grade, but perhaps it won't. So all that's really left to do, as I said, is I'm going to double check all of these front and back, make sure the corners, edges and surfaces look good, inspect them as closely as I can, and then place my order and hope for the best. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, a look at some of the absolutely beautiful cards I've been buying recently, and my plans to submit them for grading, and fingers crossed across the board. But thank you very much for joining me. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please drop me a like. Please subscribe if you're really enjoying my videos. Do please leave a comment down below. I always love to hear from all of you. I'd love to have even more of you joining me on my trading card adventures. And all that's left for me to say is I have been TCG, the Card Girl. Thank you so very, very much for watching as always. Take care, all the best, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.